Okay, everyone, I'm here with Professor Tony Reonegro and our professor here at Wagner, and his exhibit, looking for the exhibit, is here in the Union Art Gallery, so I'm just going to talk to him a little bit and get to know him a little bit better. Thanks for coming, Tony.
Thanks, Doug.
So, what's your background as an artist?
Well, I graduated Pratt Institute, and I studied illustration, and I also studied privately with a teacher from Pratt. His name was Dave Pasalacqua, and he would take us down to Disney World. And in Disney World, he had a school down there, and what we did was we would draw 2 weeks from the male and female model every day, and after 2 weeks, we'd go 2 more weeks on location in Disney World. And we'd work from 9 in the morning till the fireworks went off at night with a big sketch pad, and we just drew all day long in Disney World.
That's awesome.
Some of the passes are inspired from Disney.
Oh, wow.
The actual circus train there was inspired for the runaway train in Disney World.
Oh, okay.
It goes through the tunnel, in that runaway train. So that was,
Yeah, that's really cool. So, how did this exhibit come about? Where did you get the idea to kind of link the passes together?
The passes, when I did start doing work for the band, I started out with t-shirts, and then after a while they had asked me if I would work on backstage passes. Passes in general were kind of boring. They would use clip art or sketches that band members would do, and it was all like a mixture of different things, photography and stuff. So they had asked me if I would put together some shows. So I actually, I thought it would be a cool idea. So I went, because a lot of my studies were done in museums, I would go to the Museum of Natural History or the Metropolitan Museum of Art or the Aquarium. And a lot of the early passes that you see back there are done actually from the Museum of Natural History in the Pacific Islands. So I did these sketches and stuff, and I'd show the managers, and they liked the idea. And they didn't want me to change the line quality. They loved the looseness of the drawings and stuff. And so some of the passes, the very first pass, they almost feel like they go together.
Yeah.
So the very first one up there, you see like a little frog sculpture, and he's making a hand signal of a G and a D. So they like the little hidden messages.
Yeah, right.
And so I started connecting the passes. And what I realized is that they toured so much. They would do a spring tour, summer tour, and a fall tour, and they would do actually a winter tour. And so they would do like 12 shows, sometimes 20 shows. So I thought it'd be a neat idea to maybe connect the passes, so that if you went to one show, you didn't go to another show, you'd be missing part of the puzzle. Back then, I didn't realize that they become big collector's items today. So it's kind of got its own little fan club.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great piece of memorabilia.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, did you? What other bands have you done artwork for, or what?
I did work for Joan Jett. Did work for the Allman Brothers, Blues Traveler, a metal band called Metal Church. So a lot of different smaller bands, But when I stopped doing work, I have a company, advertising, art design company in Staten Island. We specialize in a lot of different things. So when Jerry Garcia died, the Dead had stopped asking me for, they stopped touring and stuff. So I kind of ventured out of the music industry a little bit, and I started working on other projects. So, that's it.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks.
So now you're teaching. How long have you been teaching at Wagner?
Probably, I think about 4 years.
Okay. And so, what made you bring this Rose from the Dead exhibit here?
One, the gallery it's a great space. The lighting is great. I love the glass. Always love the glass panels. And this artwork has been sitting in my files, my flat files in my studio, because these were done before we had computers and stuff, for 15, 20 years now. And because of Facebook and the internet, a lot of people, all they know about me is my name on the passes. So people who have a pass, all they have is the name. They've started writing about the passes, and people have reached out to me, they've found me, and I've done some interviews. So now I get email from all over the world asking about the passes, the history of them, who I am. Because remember, I stopped working in the music industry after a certain point.
Right.
So no one knows who I am. So I thought it'd be a good idea, to bring them out of the flat files, scan them, and I'm able to print them on plexiglass, which gives them a vibrancy, you know?
Definitely.
And they're done, the actual passes are small. The printed passes are about 2 by 3, but the actual paintings are about 8 by 10.
Okay.
So I thought it'd be a great place to really, you know, enlarge them really big and showcase them. And because it's a college, you know, I think, you know, there might be a lot of kids who either never heard of the Dead, who are diehard Deadheads because of their parents and stuff like that. So I figured it'd be a good, this is my first time actually exhibiting this work.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully it'll be a good venue to take it further to other galleries in New York City. And
I think it's like such a culture that it'll have popularity kind of no matter how long ago the band was touring.
Exactly. The people who come, you know, people who see the exhibit, I've known, you know, from opening night, you know, whether you're 10 or 80, there's some kind of link to the Dead,
Right.
you know.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Well, thanks so much for talking to me.
All right, great.
All right, everyone, this is Tony. The exhibit is Roche of the Dead, so come on over to the Wagner